What's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're gonna dive in the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, July 8th. Real quick before we dive in, always like to give a quick sniper shout out. Tonight I got 2 shout outs. Let's dive into the chat and check it out. So for the watch list, guys, we have 4 stocks on the watch list, and we're actually in one overnight. And interesting enough, these 2 profits actually come from the stock that we're in overnight. We had 2 snipers that grabbed a nice dip, and they went ahead and secured the bag right away. Quick shout out before we dive in to my man T Carbo and my boy YB Sork, and that's actually John, Sniper John out there. All right, T Carbo had a $200 bag in IGEN, and my man John said his limit was hit as well, and he made 50 bucks. T Carbo said I got a little impatient there, and I actually moved my shares to 0.0102, and he made a $200 bag. You'll see what he's talking about as we dive into this stock in a second. The stock actually went all the way to 0.0109, being able to get in really quick and get out in the same day. So good stuff, man. Make that trade, take it one trade at a time, go to the next one. IGEN, we actually think this one could gap up tomorrow, and that's why we're in it overnight. So that'll go ahead and segue us into the watch list for tonight. So let's go ahead and dive in again for the stocks that we're gonna watch for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, July 8th. Let's do it. Chill day today. So we got 4 stocks on the list. 1 we're in overnight, and 3 that we're watching for tomorrow. The first things first, IGEN is the OTC multi-month breakout, and it held its breakout throughout the PM. So we went ahead and bought 250,000 shares at 0.0101, so just above a penny, and we're looking for a potential gap up tomorrow. IGEN broke out of its multi-month resistance of 0.0094, as you could see here, at 130. After it broke out at 130, we were keeping a strong eye on it. Okay, since this is a sub-penny play, we wanted to be patient. As you can see, this stock did come all the way down from 0.0046 3 days ago. So we really wanted to be patient to make sure that this one could hold into the close. As it was holding, we saw some big bidders start to stack at 340. So let's go ahead and dive into the day, and let's talk about where we bought it. So here's the 1 day and 1 minute chart for IGEN. So you can see, here's the multi-month breakout. And then it held that multi-month breakout throughout the PM for the most part. You know, it came down to test VWAP, but bounced right off VWAP both times. When we saw some big bidders step in, we decided let's go ahead and let's take the sniper shot, and we went ahead and got in right here at 341. Now, the ideal situation was this one would have kept going and crept back up to the high to potentially break it, so that way we can have a cushion going in overnight. And a lot of times that will happen with these OTC breakouts. However, this got to 0.0105, and it saw big sellers, so it couldn't get past that into the close. In the last minute, it kind of just hovered between 0.105 and 0.1. Okay, since this one did not close at its highs or give us that cushion, we're not going to give it much room tomorrow. The ideal situation is that it gaps up right around the high today, and we get buyers tomorrow morning for that continuation that we can sell into. Now, if it doesn't get those buyers in the morning, or if it's not gapping up, we're going to go ahead and take what's there right away. The reason is, to start July, if you notice the trend, these OTC stocks aren't gapping up. They've actually been getting some sell-offs in the morning. So we don't want to get caught up into any of that sell-off. We want to go ahead and just take what's there, like we did with TPTW, just taking the quick $60 win today for a scratch. And we do like that it held that multi-month break going into the close, and it also held that key penny spot. You had $2 million volume today, so let's go ahead and let's see if we can get that gap up and then buyers tomorrow morning. IGN, you got us. Let's go. The next one on the list is another OTC stock. It's DLOC. As you can see, this one was a wild runner in June, going all the way from, the sub pennies of 0.0028 to hit 35 in 3 days. In 2 trading days. Look at that. Okay, since then, it's been a continuous downtrend, but it finally got its first green day today, which was very impressive. Now, continuing off the trends of how OTCs have been acting up, we're looking at a potential panic dip buy on this one tomorrow. It did have a nice first green day, but it closed up 100%, and that's a lot higher than we thought it could close. This one looks like it could gap up, but if it isn't gapping up, we're going to be watching to see if the sellers step in the morning, and if they do, we like this key double bottom that it had in the morning of 0.037. So if the sellers do step in, ideally it gets a panic to around that support of 0.037. It also has some support here at 0.0408. So those will be 2 spots that we're watching tomorrow morning if the sellers do step in. Again, guys, to start July, OTCs have been grinders. All right, we've still been able to take some wins, but it's been a grind, okay? There's been a lot of singles out there, some doubles, but a lot of singles out there. And like I said, when sellers do step in, we have been seeing big pullbacks. So with DLOC, since this one did go up 100% today, we do like the potential of this one continuing, but we feel like there's going to be a pullback first. Again, like we said at the bottom here, not interested in a gradual decline. We want to see a sharp dip in the first couple minutes of trading. So that's what we're looking here for DLOC. The next one on our list, VXRT. This is actually a NASDAQ play, so we're stepping into listed land here. And this is a first green day. They actually came out with interesting news in the morning saying that they have a speculative oral drug that could be a potential vaccine for COVID. However, guys, after hours, VXRT announced that they have an offering at $6.57 a share. So this just shows you how sketchy even these listed penny stocks are. Okay, it came out with good news earlier in the day, and then after hours, it announces an offering. Okay, because of that offering, we're not as interested in the continuation. We're actually just going to kind of keep our eye on this because we do like the speculation of a potential oral vaccine here that VXRT could have. This one actually broke out in power hour and had a nice 10% plus gain into the close, and then after hours it went up even more. Okay, so it had a 25% push from that power hour breakout. So this just shows the great potential when these things do have good news and some good volume coming in. However, again, they come out with this sketchy news after hours, and now this thing dumps. This was looking all right for the continuation, but since it's got that news, we're going to go ahead and just watch this one for now and see how it acts. Again, guys, very impressive power hour breakout, some speculative news. So let's see what can happen here on this listed NASDAQ stock. Last but not least, guys, we always like to have one wildcard pick of the night. And our wildcard pick tonight, a lot of our snipers are familiar with this one, is CYDY. Yet, we're bringing this one up again. And we're actually looking at this one for another potential panic dip buy. If you guys have been with us, you saw we were able to scoop up $750 profit in this one in 9 minutes, the last one that this had a panic dip buy. We played the breakout, we made nice money on the breakout, but then the breakout continued for like 5 straight days, going all the way up from the 380s to top out at 10. And then when it topped out at 10 that day, it actually panicked all the way from 10 to 460 in that one day. Since it had that panic, this one actually has been trying to bounce, and it's really just been having weak bounces. They came out with news articles. The promoters are trying to keep this one up, but it's really just had weak bounces since. You know, every day it's had a gap up, but then after the gap up, it's kind of came down. Now, today was the first day that it finally did not gap up, and it was steady declining throughout the day. So that's why we like the chances of this one panicking again. Now, we're going to be completely patient, and we're going to wait for a big panic here. We like how it bounced off the mid-4s last time it panicked. That would be the ideal situation. See sellers come in and see this thing crack 5 again, then see how it can act around that 460 support where it bounced off last time. Ideally, it happens in the morning because that's when the good volume's there, but we're going to be keeping an eye on this throughout the week. That's the reason it's the wild card pick of the night, because this one does have good potential when it does panic. So CYDY, will be watching you. All right, snipers, as always, thanks for tuning in with us on this Tuesday night. It's Taco Tuesday. Hope you guys go ahead and enjoy tacos or enjoy whatever you're going to go ahead and finish the night off with. For the team, Webinar Wednesday tomorrow. Excited to dive into the week, see if we can continue the green streak of 21 straight green weeks, and we'll see. So again, guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. If you like what we got going on, subscribe below, send us a like on the video. Much love to all my snipers, all my traders out there. See you guys.